A friend texted me tonight. They had been waiting all day to hear about a family member in surgery, and this is what they wrote. Yeah, I was horribly anxiety ridden, waiting for a reply since 7:30 a.m. I was such a wreck. Every time I thought of them, I'd have a mini panic attack, which triggered my ulcerative colitis. The longer it went without hearing anything, I would start shaking, and my anxiety knot in my back felt like someone was stabbing me. As soon as I got news that everything was okay, all the symptoms went away. It's amazing what your brain can physically do to your body. And that is a short span of time to have something happen at an extreme level, something that we've all experienced when something traumatic is happening, something really scary, something we're really worried about. We feel like whatever it is that our body does when we have these thoughts going on in our mind that creates this response. And it's really easy to see that in a short, acute, really intense version of that, like that situation. What it's harder to see is like when we are having smaller amounts of this stuff happening on a daily basis, and then putting that into the long-term symptoms of things that we're experiencing. And this goes for anybody. This goes for somebody that's having stomach ulcers, could be coming from the thoughts that they're having about worry, about anger, frustration, something that they're holding on to. We all can manifest this in so many different ways. Like with this person, it was shaking, stabbing in the back, feeling from tension, and having their bowels empty out. Those are like super, super common reactions to like immediate, really, really stressful situations. We can have this happen literally in any way. Like all of us manifest different symptoms in all different ways. So this could be like skin related for you. This could be sweat. This could be shaking. This could be constipation. This could be anything that like causes this to happen. Even the fact that people, like you've heard of people's hair going white overnight from extreme stress, like that's the real thing that happens. So long term, what is this doing to our body if we're experiencing minimal versions of this on a daily basis? And how can we ourselves like learn to navigate through that so that we don't have these symptoms as much? And a big thing is just learning to recognize it. I had no idea for years that what I was experiencing was causing what I was experiencing as thoughts in my mind, and things that I wasn't facing myself, and things that I didn't want to look at and see in my life were like things that were affecting me in my physical body, and were causing these symptoms. And I didn't have the tools at the time to see that it was me, myself, that was causing this stuff to happen within me. And we all learn all these different things at different times. I'm still learning I will always be learning like different things that are causing different things to happen in my life, which is why I'm still manifesting certain symptoms in my body, and I'm trying to figure out what it is that's causing those to make it keep occurring. um, I'm gaining those tools to learn how to decipher what those things are that's causing these symptoms that occur in my body, and then be able to like work through them and let things go and release things and bring things to the surface, and allow myself to fully see the things that are happening, the things that I'm not wanting to change, and some of the things I do know about and I'm still holding on to them, and it's really, really hard to release them. And this can be in the form of anything in your life. This could be people in your life. This could be a spouse in your life. This could be a job. This could be a boss. This could be a friend. This could be a parent. This could be a child. This could be anything in our life that is causing us to something about it that isn't allowing us to let this go. And this can be holding on in so many different ways. And a lot of the times it comes up in some kind of form of addiction to something, which is, food, different types of food, substances, bad habits, nail biting, hair picking, like self-harm. It could be showing up in like so many different ways. And sometimes we find comfort in those things. And then we just keep repeating those behaviors instead of seeking out ways to find tools to like allow ourselves to release that. And like I definitely feel frustrated in this because like I am trying to see certain things and I can't figure out like this rash on my hand, and I have an ulcer on the roof of my mouth that's been there for like a week and a half now, and I can't, even though I changed up my diet in the past week and a half to try to get it to go away, it's still not going away. And I'm doing all the things that I think I'm supposed to be doing, but there's something that I have not been able to figure out, like, why is my body still holding on to that? What am I doing? I do know that I had like a few things happen that would be like bringing that up to the surface of my mouth and like allowing it to break open like that. And then also eating some spicy foods, like tensely spicy foods, that definitely made that worse and prolonged it instead of letting it go away. So instead of listening to my body and saying like, no, you need to be eating cooling foods, not super hot spicy foods that are going to contribute to this ulcer in your mouth, I still did that. So there's like that component of like, why am I still doing this to myself as well? It's just a learning process. Like we're all always gaining more tools to like figure this stuff out. It's just being aware of where it is in our mind that is allowing ourselves to keep doing these behaviors, that are allowing ourselves to feel this way. And some of this stuff is out of our control. When we have something like traumatic happen like that with a family member, we don't have any control over the surgery or, the time or anything. The only thing we have control over is what we're thinking and like keeping our body calm. And I know that for me, knowing that when I get myself worked up in those situations, that I'm not going to have any kind of benefit from that like I don't need to get myself worked up so much that I can like calm myself down in many situations. Of course, there's always going to be situations. My dad passed away this October, and I mean, there were ways I was able to use tools to help myself to get through that, to help myself even until now, like continuously helping myself when things come up, to like calm my mind, to calm my body, so that even when I was in a really, really stressful state, I was able to bring it down. It takes a lot of self-control and it is not easy, and there's no perfect way to do it. Like there's always going to be that human fear. There's always going to be that aspect. We're in a physical body that has chemicals, responses to our thoughts, and it's really, really easy when something is really, really scary. Like that's a natural response for us to be scared of something. Our body physiologically has these responses for a reason, and that's for our survival. Like if you're out in nature, you need those instincts in order to fight or flight. If like something comes towards you, you need to be able to protect yourself. And so we have these physiological responses that we have control over to a degree, and we can continue to learn to have more control over. But sometimes it's so draining, it's so hard, that some circumstances are really, really hard to control that mind. And I found that just through daily practice of this, that I've been able to really, really help myself with that. And I contribute this so much to like my overall healing. So on a daily basis, just the little things that come up, not allowing myself to get like triggered by things as much. And I definitely still get triggered by things, that's for sure. I still allow myself to do that. It's been at a different level that I have experienced in my entire life. And I'm realizing now how much control I do have over those thoughts that are coming to control my body, to give myself these physiological responses. And it has been an entirely different world after realizing that I can do that, recognizing what the symptoms are, recognizing what the thoughts are that are connected to those symptoms, and recognizing the behaviors that I'm doing in order to continue to allow all this stuff to be happening. Let me know if there's any thoughts you have about this down below. I'd love to hear them. And keep doing what you're doing. You know that you're watching this video for a reason, and you're learning something about this on your own. Or if you're hearing about this for the first time, it's something that's, it's something that you know that there's some truth to. That's how I kind of started with this. Was I heard about it. I knew that there was some truth to this. I recognized that my thoughts were contributing to my symptoms, and I was able to like work from there. Well, I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.